Right, welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live on SABC2. Today marks 4 days before the 21st International AIDS Conference in Durban. The theme is Access Equity Rights Now, which is a call to action for everyone to work together towards reaching people who still lack access to comprehensive treatment, prevention, care, and support systems, or support services rather, for HIV and AIDS. So we join now by the Deputy Minister of Social Development, Bogopane-Zulu. She's in our studios in Durban. Deputy Minister, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Madume Palesa, and good morning to the viewers of Morning Live.
Well, thank you very much, DM, for your time. Your department has to work with social issues around HIV and AIDS. What are you hoping to get from this conference?
Firstly, it's important that the theme itself actually affirms the importance of social development, because we're talking about access, equity, rights now. If you look at the pillar of prevention and the pillar of human rights and access to justice, if we are to borrow from our national strategic plan as South Africa, it actually indicates that those two pillars needs to be led by the Department of Social Development, as well as access to care and support. That is the three pillars, and the conference will once again give us an opportunity to evaluate ourselves against other countries, to test our programs against those that have worked, but also to benchmark best practice and evaluate whether the programs we currently have requires an opportunity for us to fix something, or are we on the road track? And that is what the conference as the department will award us.
Now, the main call here, Deputy Minister, is to reach people without access to HIV and AIDS treatment. But how do the society or people in general go about participating in this regard?
Firstly, our strength as social development is social mobilization. We are able as a department to reach out where other departments doesn't reach. We have the pulling power from those that we give grants to, who are likely not to have the necessary information about HIV. Our social workers are spread all over the country. They are likely to access our orphanages, our shelters. So as a department, we are able to actually work together with other departments like rural development to access those that are likely not to have access to these particular services, such as care and support or access to treatment. But we are also a department that is able to ensure that we become the voice of those and facilitate their access to these services through the different community programs that we are rolling out.
And we do know that our country, South Africa, is one of the highest, or has got one of the highest infection rates, Deputy Minister. The conference begins on Madiba's birthday. I mean, surely this is some sort of motivation to do more, possibly to fight off the disease.
Our commitment as this government, we've made sure that we have the biggest treatment program, and not necessarily Palisa to use treatment, but our slogan is treatment as prevention, because when the virus is suppressed, we are able to fight off new infections. That's the first thing. But we've also brought down mother-to-child transmission from 28% to 2.1%. So we can say very confidently, as we roll out our national development plan, that South Africa hosting this, opening it on the birthday of the former president Nelson Mandela and on International Nelson Mandela Day, it gives us the push, the energy that we need to get to an AIDS-free South Africa by 2030. So it is within reach, it's possible, and we do have the tools, and I think South Africans are responding quite well, and we are hopeful that by 2030, as we wrap up our national development plan, implementation outcomes will get there.
All right, DM, that's where we're going to leave it. Deputy Minister for Social Development, Bogopane-Zulu, talking to us about the 2016 AIDS conference that will take place on Monday. Leanne, I know that you'll be heading to Durban on Sunday. You'll be covering the event for us on Monday.